Hi, I'm Lucy from Sew Essential and I'm here to share the new Style Arc sewing pattern range with you. So this is their latest designs. I've picked out a few of my favourites and some lovely fabrics you could pair them with, and then at the end of the video we'll give you a full slideshow of the whole new range because there are so many great designs in this release, guys. As always, you can find everything I talk about today on our lovely website, and I'll pop a link to our website and all the products below. And if you like what you see today, please like and subscribe because every Friday I bring you a video packed full of sewing goodness. If you like this content, it's also worth giving us a follow on Instagram because I upload photos on there every day that you'll see what I'm making right now. You'll hear sewing tips, you'll see my makes, full length photos, and lots more sewing goodness to keep you going between the weekly videos. So let's get started with the Style Arc pattern release then. So the first thing I'll do is just run through the size chart with you for anyone who's not familiar with that. So Style Arc patterns come with 5 key measurements on their patterns: a shoulder breadth measurement, an upper arm measurement, bust, waist and hip. So there's a couple of additional measurements in there. Now the shoulder breadth runs from 13.5 inches to 19.75 inches. The upper arm runs from 10.5 inches to 16.5 of an inch. The bust runs from 30.3, I think they've converted from centimetres so they're a bit odd the measurements, but 30.3 to 58.25. The waist is from 23.5 to 50.5, and the hip sizes go from 32.6 to 61 inches. So that just gives you an idea of the sizes there. One thing I will say about this pattern range is I have heard that the instructions aren't very detailed, so they're probably more aimed at people who've got some basic sewing knowledge. They're not for absolute beginners really, so just bear that in mind. I have heard that feedback, just in the name of honesty, but I've heard lots and lots of rave reviews about these patterns as well. We did a video when we first started stocking them on our website. You'll find that on the YouTube channel, and there are so many people saying they absolutely love these patterns. So if you've got the basic sewing knowledge, I think they're well worth a go. So the first one I want to talk to you about is the Isabella top, which is just a beautiful blouse with a ruffled neck, which I absolutely love. I recently customised one of my makes to have a ruffle neck by doing like a lettuce edge because I just think it's such a nice on-trend, pretty feminine detail. It's got an easy fit body, so sort of a nice loose-ish fit, and it's got a 7/8 length sleeve, and I just think it's pretty simple. I think it'd be relatively simple to make. Nice bit of fun creating that sort of ruffled collar, and it's like a nice pull-on blouse. It has got an invisible zip at the back, but you know, and it also has got bust darts as well for a bit of shape, but it looks like a relatively simple make, but would just feel so much more fun than your average blouse or average t-shirt thanks to that lovely ruffly collar. Now obviously this would work well in like lighter weight woven fabrics, so I've chosen our John Caldwell Paris fabric for this one, which is a polyester fabric, but it just hangs and drapes and moves absolutely beautifully. So I think it would work really well for that ruffle collar, but also it would hang and drape and move beautifully for the rest of the blouse as well, because you don't want anything too bulky or heavy for where it sort of gathers into the elastic round here. So I think that would work really well, and it's that beautiful sort of sagey green colour with splashes of bright purple, which is so pretty and perfect for spring. There's also another design in the Paris that we've got in as well, which is this lovely sort of almost like brush strokes design, and in this lovely fresh blue colour with splashes of yellow and white, and then both of those come in an alternative colourway as well, so it's worth getting on and having a look at those. But I think they'd work beautifully for that lovely romantic blouse top. Then if girly ruffles and that sort of thing aren't your thing, there's also the Wilma woven top, which is a really fun design. It's got, it's a very sort of square boxy shape, so very modern and on trend. It's a pull on top, so no fastenings, just pull it on over your head. It's got front and back body darts to give you a bit of shape, and they extend from the gusset, so you've got like a gusset under the arm. There's an opportunity for lots of nice top stitching on this top, and there are 7/8 dolman sleeves and a tucked sleeve opening, so, and it comes to about the hip length. So the sleeves are really unusual here. It's like a dolman sleeve with a gusset, and then there's tucks at that come out of the hem up the sleeve, so that then just creates a bit of volume in the sleeves for you, which again, very on trend, very sort of contemporary look. Now, I think that would look great in a nice linen. We are getting some linens on the website, and I'm recording this before it's going to be released, so they may well be on the website by the time this goes live. But if not, we also have this lovely chambray fabric, which I think would work brilliantly for that top. It's a nice weight, lovely colour, and I think if you made that and then paired it with black jeans and white trainers, it would just look really on trend, but be a lovely casual, comfortable outfit for every day. And it's always nice when you make something that you wear all the time, isn't it? We all know that that's a good feeling. The next one I want to talk to you about, there were quite a lot of jackets and coats in this release, some really fun designs, some really interesting coats and jackets that would be perfect for that layering that we all need to do, certainly here in the UK in spring. And this is the Beshawl Jacket, and when I saw the images of this, I thought, wow, this looks lovely, and just the sort of thing that would be so easy to wear. So it's got a cocoon shape, a drop back, it's got a drop back hemline, a shawl, it's got like a shawl collar, and it's like a robe style. So it's a very sort of casual, chuck it on and go type jacket. I think I would wear something like that all the time, especially in those transitional seasons, spring and autumn. And the fabric I thought would work well for that is this lovely wool mix fabric, which is it's like an ex designer or ex high street. It's a grey, it's a lovely quality, it's really soft. It's got a lovely little silver fleck in it, and it's just a beautiful fabric, and I've had my eye on it for a long time. I've always wanted to make something with this and never quite managed to get round to it, but I thought that grey sort of neutral colour would work really well and would take you through the seasons effortlessly, so that would be my choice for that one. The next one is the Parker Ponte pant. So this is some smart casual trousers, I would say, that you can make up in fabrics like Ponte. And I've just thought at the moment when, you know, hopefully by the time this video gets released, we might be starting to go out and do things a bit more, but we've all spent a lot of time at home, and whilst everybody's been embracing the loungewear, and there is lots of loungewear in this latest release from Stylark as well if you're interested in that, I did think as well sometimes it's just nice to have something to wear that is comfortable and ticks that box, but then also feels just a little bit smarter as well, because sometimes I find that if I spend too long in my track pants, tracky bottoms, and or jogging bottoms, track pants, whatever you want to call them, if I spend too much time in some of my loungewear, I can start to feel a bit like, oh, I can't be bothered, and occasionally it's just nice to wear something that makes me feel a bit more sort of put together and ready to face the world. So I thought these were great for that. They've got an elastic waist, a straight cuff leg which sits on the ankle, so they're really, again, a nice contemporary look, but they're comfortable, and they say they're an easy sew as well. There's a patch pocket on the back, and then there's a design detail on the front, which I'm not sure if that is actually a pocket. You'd have to have a look at the description on the website. It'll probably give you a bit more detail there. But yeah, it looked like a nice simple sew, and nice and easy to wear. And I thought that our Suzette knitted, it's a medium weight knitted crepe, I thought that would work really well for these trousers. I've got it here in the navy blue. It's got like a very sort of subtle embossed design on it. I don't know whether the camera will pick that up for you, but it comes in navy, red, and then I think it comes in like an ivory colour as well. I don't think I would ever be brave enough for ivory or white trousers in my life, because they would be dirty in about 3 seconds, thanks to my children. But I did think the navy blue could work really well for that, and it's just got that nice level of stretch. It's very much like a Ponte. It's got enough weight to it and enough structure to it that it would work for that, but it's got that little bit of give again, just just making them a nice comfortable pair of trousers. So I thought that would work very well. And then the next design, so we've got a dress here, the Emerson woven dress, and I thought this looked lovely. So it's a button-down dress. It's got, it's low-waisted, it's got a mandarin collar, and it's got different options. It's got 2 sleeve options, one for 3/4 length sleeves and one for full length sleeve. The hem is gathered into elastic on the sleeves. It's got a bust dart to give you a little bit of shape in that area. And then the skirts, you can go for a midi length or a tiered shorter length, and it's also got inseam pockets as well. So I just think this would be a great dress for spring summer, really sort of casual, easy to wear day dress. You could style it with white pumps or like block heeled sandals, that sort of thing, and I think it would look really effortless, but very, very contemporary again. Now you could go for plain fabrics, or we've got some nice like shirting fabrics that you might be able to use for that, but the fabric I went for, and I know it won't be to everybody's taste, but I made a shirt dress, a sew over it penny dress in this fabric, not last year, the year before I think it was, and it was my mum's favourite thing that I've ever made. She said it's really turned out so beautifully, and I was a bit scared when I first started using this fabric because it is, you know, it's very bold print, it's very colourful, but actually I really adore that dress and I love wearing it, and that's a midi length sort of, it's got a button down at the top, and I just thought actually I think that would work really well for that design. So yeah, if you're feeling brave and bold and want to go for a bit of colour and vibrancy in your handmade wardrobe, you could give that a go. If not, there's plenty of other fabrics that would be suitable for that dress on the website. And then finally is the Loren Jacket, which is a sort of relaxed fit boyfriend style jacket, very, very on trend for spring. I've seen these absolutely everywhere. I've seen them in check fabrics, in sort of like pastel colours and that sort of thing, but I've also seen them in really bold, vibrant colours as well. It's got a nice easy fit, a slim shawl collar, optional patch pockets or inseam pockets, and yeah, it recommends sort of wool suiting fabrics, linen, knit or crepe or faux fur. So there's lots of different options there. I've seen there is a version, I think, in some of the photos where someone's made one in that teddy bear sort of fabric. So you know, this is the sort of pattern. I think it would be an easy jacket to make if you haven't made one before, but you can make it in so many versatile fabrics. You could have one for every season. You could have a fake fur one or a teddy bear one for winter. You could have a Ponte one for spring or a crepe one. You know, you've got lots of different options with that, and I do think, you know, it's a style that's been on trend for a while, and I don't think it's going anywhere really. Just so easy to chuck on with your jeans or trousers or what have you. And I thought our Samba crepe would be great for this. So this is like a medium weight, I would say, crepe. It comes in a range of beautiful vibrant colours. This is the sapphire colourway, which is like a royal blue really, and then there's some other really lovely colours on the website as well, and I think that could work really well for that just casual, relaxed feel of that jacket and just give that pop of colour to your spring wardrobe. So I hope you've enjoyed that today. As always, if you like what you see today, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to get on and check out our website where you'll find everything I talked about today, and stay tuned for the slideshow now of the rest of the designs. And also, if you want some more content, if you want to see what else we're up to, do hop onto our Instagram channel and give us a follow there. I'll look forward to seeing you next time, guys.